Hey y'all, say something if you out there. Hey Carol. I'm not gonna say too many names because I really have a lot to get off my chest, and I'm really pissed. And I really want to get right to it, but I want to make sure that people are online before I start because I've just been stewing on this for the past couple of hours. And listen, this this is one of the main reasons why I just said I want to take a break, like a 24-hour break, because I knew that I knew I was like here. I was really like here with how like over all this shit I am. And so I took off work. I put my out of office message on. I was like, I'm not setting an alarm. I had my accountability tweet where I was like, I'm not going to be on social media. I fucking uninstalled Instagram, Twitter, Facebook off of my tablet, off of my phone. I logged out. That's how serious I was about just taking a fucking break. And of course, though, I get this article emailed me from the Daily Beast, and let me just stipulate to a couple of things up front because I'm warning y'all. I'm really pissed. So don't come up in here with no fucking excuses. Don't come up in here with no bullshit because I don't want to have to direct that at you. This isn't about whoever's in the comments. I really just want to get this out. I've made a couple of 2-minute videos, but this is not something that can fit in 2 minutes. So let me just start with where do I want to start? I'm really irate. And to be honest, it's bigger than Kamala Harris for me. Um it's about being a black woman in America. And it's about people always expecting you to be subjugated to them. That pisses me the fuck off. During the campaign, I called it back of the bus primary because there was always a set of rules that Kamala Harris in particular, because she had it double, right? She's black and she's a woman. So there's the misogynoir. So anything she said, they was on her ass even twice as hard, 10 times as hard, actually. But it wasn't just her. It was also Cory Booker and it was also Julian Castro. And that's why I called it the back of the bus primary. You saw the white candidates go at each other. Nobody even blinked. It was never an issue. But anytime anybody who wasn't white said something to somebody who was white, it was a motherfucking problem. Because what's etched in our society's mentality about the way that black people or people of color are supposed to operate, but I'm going to just talk about black people, is that we're supposed to always be yes a massa. We can be ambitious, but not too ambitious. We can climb, but not too high. We can get ahead, but as long as it's behind the white people. The back of the bus primary. That's what I'm pushing back on. That's what angers me so much. It's not about a fucking article. It's about the back of the bus mentality, the subjugated mentality that people expect black people to be in. Even when you're fucking seeking the highest office in the land, you're still supposed to get your black ass to the back of the bus. And I'm trying to figure out, am I the only motherfucker seeing this shit? Am I the only person angry? Am I the only person that feels that we don't have to do that we shouldn't have to do that? Am I in the fucking Twilight Zone that says that's not okay? We have this racial reckoning that is happening. Supposedly it's a reckoning. That remains to be seen. And it's happening in so many different aspects of our society. In corporate America, it's happening in a lot of different aspects. And yet here we are in the midst of this racial reckoning, still talking about a motherfucking debate exchange from last year. And that racial reckoning, that reckoning about that exchange doesn't actually involve any accountability for the white man, which is Joe Biden, The only person that's accountable for that exchange is Kamala Harris? Really? That's what I cannot fucking abide by. I cannot abide by it. I cannot. I will not. I refuse to. And I don't speak for Kamala. I don't get paid by her. I don't answer to her. That's why it's called unbossed, unfiltered. But what I'm not going to allow is for this whole shit to go down and nobody spoke up and said this is not fucking okay. We need to have a racial reckoning in the Democratic Party. We need to have a racial reckoning in politics. Because what I still see is the back of the bus primary. That's what the fuck that I see. And I'm sick of it. And that's why I needed a break. But a break wasn't in my cards today. So guess what? Here the fuck I am. Ready to burn some shit down. Ready to light some shit on fire. And let you motherfuckers know the white supremacy that is pervasive in the Democratic Party, it has to stop. I don't know who the fuck else will join me in saying that this shit has gone too far for too fucking long. Probably nobody, but that's fine. But I'm fucking sick and tired, and I'm sick and tired of being goddamn sick and tired. So let me talk about this Daily Beast article. Okay, and before, and let me just be clear about what this is about. This is not about this article alone. What it's about the pervasive mentality that's expressed in this article, right? So this Daily Beast article came out. Kamala was in Biden's inner circle of trust, then came debate night. This whole notion that the only way to be in the circle of trust is to be subjugated to you, that's not a circle of trust, Bill. That's a circle of subjugation. That's a circle of black ass stay in your black ass place. That's a circle of convenience. That's what that is. That's not a trust. But okay, that's fine. Every motherfucking article. That's what I'm saying. It's not just about the. A lot of people talking about, oh, is it source? Is it this? Is it that? It's not about the motherfucking article. That's missing the point. The point is going over your head. The point is that every motherfucking time Kamala Harris is mentioned, this stupid fucking debate is mentioned, which is some bullshit. But there's several things in here that I wanted to deconstruct because there's several very problematic things. Let me go to John Morgan. He says in this article, if there was anyone on that stage that night that Joe Biden probably felt he trusted the most, it was her. Said John Morgan, a Florida attorney and one of Biden's top fundraisers, and she was the one he could trust the least. Morgan told the Daily Beast that Harris's debate performance in June 2019 is disqualifying for any potential running mate, and said that he found it impossible to imagine that Dr. Joe Biden would support Harris' selection in light of what he called her treacherous performance after becoming so close with both. She didn't stab him in the back, she stabbed him in the heart, Morgan said. Now listen, I've seen John Morgan's punk ass comments in multiple articles. So I don't know if he speaks for the Biden campaign, but what I know is that the Biden campaign hasn't said, stop motherfucking speaking on our behalf. That's obvious because he said something very similar in a June 26, 2020 article to the Washington Post, in which the Biden campaign responded to that article. So now we're talking, that's several weeks later, and this motherfucker is still running his mouth. He said in this article, I'm Irish and we hold grudges. It was vicious. It was meant to kill him. And she was probably the one he never would have expected it from, which made it more treacherous. Y'all need to, Biden campaign, let me give you some free advice. Y'all need to get this motherfucker John Morgan in check. Because he's making y'all sound like some white motherfucking supremacists. He's making y'all look real motherfucking bad up in these streets. Because what John Morgan is doing is he's going out of his motherfucking way to tell us, to make it plain to us, that the problem with Kamala Harris isn't anything related to anything of substance that she dared to challenge you as a black motherfucking woman and say that I was blessed and I didn't appreciate you praising and working with segregationists. I have a motherfucking problem with that. And I suspect a lot of people will have a motherfucking problem with that. Telling a black woman or telling black people it's not okay to challenge something that's problematic. All Joe had to do was motherfucking atone. That's it. The media loves to forgive a white man for any of his transgressions. Loves to do it. It wasn't that motherfucking hard. Get this motherfucker in check. Y'all might agree with everything this motherfucker has to say. You sure aren't telling him to stop. But get this motherfucker in check. That's free campaign advice. That's very, very excellent. That would be step one. Tell John Morgan, call his motherfucking racist ass up and tell him, quit fucking commenting on articles about this Veep stakes. Because you sound like a fucking white supremacist and you're making us look like white supremacists in the process. And if you don't understand how this is white supremacy, let me fucking explain it to you. It's white supremacy to say that the problem in that exchange was not the motherfucker working with goddamn segregationists. That's not the problem. The problem is that the black woman who was actually bussed called you out on it after you had spent a whole motherfucking week doubling down. Cory Booker called you out on it, and you told Cory Booker he should apologize. I have a problem with that. So get motherfucking John Morgan's ass on a motherfucking leash. He should not be commenting for y'all. And if he continues to comment for y'all, this is at least the third article that I can recall, then that means that you are signing off on his motherfucking fucked up ass comments. Somebody block Sam Ford. He's fucking stupid and he needs to go. If you're on Periscope. This is why the Democrats are losing ground with black voters, particularly young black voters, because there's a lot of problematic shit that happens. And black people are sick of being in the back of the motherfucking bus. It's not fucking treacherous. When you have spent a week talking about something, whoever Dale DeMoss is, you know what? Y'all not gonna distract me. Anyway, it's you. And when somebody spends a week sitting up here commenting and doubling down, and then somebody calls you out on it, and now you don't like how it looks when you get called out on it, that's a fucking problem. But I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. And I'm telling you right now, I know that some people, they don't like for white people to call them racist because you call them racist. I don't actually give a fuck. If you think that me calling out racism is racist, fuck you. Eat a bag of dicks. I don't give a shit. But it's fucking racist how in our society, the problem isn't the actual racism. The problem is the people that call out racism. How does that work? And let me give you some more free campaign advice to the Biden campaign. Let me help you out there. It actually is a pretty nice arc for your campaign to flip the debate situation. Because what happens is, first of all, you've never really atoned for your role in segregation. Let's be clear. And let's also be clear. If y'all motherfuckers think that the worst of this segregation shit, this busing shit, is what Kamala Harris said, what are y'all doing on Periscope? Do I need to add some more motherfucking moderators? Because y'all have not blocked Sam Ford yet. Anyway, somebody need to get on the job. Obviously, I need to add some more Periscope moderators. The arc like I said, you haven't atoned yet. Okay? You haven't. That I've seen. I might have missed it. But what you can do, again, this is free campaign advice, is you can actually show how far we've come as a society, that a black woman who was bussed made it on to become just the second black woman to be in the U.S. Senate, but also made it on to become a VP person. It's okay that you were on the wrong side. She persevered nonetheless. A reckoning does not happen without accountability. A reckoning does not happen without atonement. A reckoning is not possible if y'all motherfuckers in the Democratic Party continue to perpetuate this back of the bus subjugation mentality. Now, here's another thing that I want to come to. Here's another thing I want to come to. This really, really bothered me. This really bothered me. Let me go back to this Daily Beast article. Okay, this is another point that I want to make it say. So this is what it claims in the article. Morgan, who like other top fundraisers has participated in calls to discuss potential running mates. The Daily Beast told the Daily Beast that he has communicated his strong support for fellow Floridian Val Demings, in part because he believes she's loyal. Now, here's the problem that I have. I don't care what his motives are. I don't care if he's not actually close to the Biden motherfucking campaign. That's, again, the point going over your head. Point going over your head. What I care about is the mentality expressed by Morgan and expressed by many people. Many people. Every single goddamn Veep States article, you can find a John Morgan type. Whether it's by name or whether it's by advisors or inner circle or those close to. Don't miss the point. Don't let it go over your head. John Morgan, though, if he has any kind of influence on this process, the Biden campaign, you need to immediately repudiate him and make sure he has no input to it. But let me talk about the loyal part. Here's my problem with that. And now, and let me rewind to my problem with this whole simpatico shit. Because, again, by loyalty, what you really mean is subjugated. And I don't mean this to deride or denigrate any of the black women under contention, because I don't believe that their character is to be subjugated. I don't believe that to be their character. I don't have a problem with them. What I have a problem with is the white advisors around Joe Biden who view black women in this way, or who view women in this way, period. Even there was an article on Politico about Tammy Duckworth, and they said in there, well, Tammy Duckworth didn't attack Joe Biden. Did I miss Tammy Duckworth's motherfucking presidential campaign? Did she run for president and I missed that? But what they're signaling is that it is not okay to challenge a white man. What they're signaling is that it's not okay to make somebody uncomfortable. And I should say to make a white person uncomfortable, to make a white family uncomfortable. It's not okay for accountability. And where I have a problem with that even more so is that what we need in this next administration is we need a person who's not going to be a yes man. We need a person who has the cultural competency to address these issues in this racial awakening that we're having. But we need somebody who is going to be able to push back. If you're a black person and you don't ever make white people uncomfortable, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. If you don't make white people squirm just a little bit, and you talk about black shit, and they don't do this, they not shook a little bit, you doing something fucking wrong. And I don't trust you to have my fucking best interest at heart. That's the other problem that I have. We need somebody who's going to put her foot up somebody's ass when need be, particularly when it comes to the black shit. So I don't appreciate this whole mentality. And again, not speaking on these black women that they have this impression on. I'm speaking on the impression, and I'm speaking on the mentality through which people are perceiving these black women, that they were going to be yes women, that they aren't going to rock the boat. I have a problem with that. And I've seen it not just when it comes to Valdemics. There was an article today about Karen Bass. Same shit in there, same undercurrents. It's the same shit. I've seen people mention it about Susan Rice. Same undercurrents. The undercurrent is that we want a black woman, or we'll only consider a black woman to the extent that she doesn't make my white ass feel uncomfortable. Well, that ain't cool with me. I have a problem with that. So y'all figure this shit out to the Biden campaign. Because we see you. I see you. I don't know about everybody else, but I can tell you that I see you. And I don't like it. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing from the people that speak for you. I don't speak for anybody but my fucking self. But the people that are speaking for you, for your circle, for your advisors, for your campaign, they sound like white supremacists. They really do. And it's not getting a whole lot of attention right now, maybe, because people still expect that it'll be Kamala Harris. But try to be funny if you want to. Try to be clever if you want to. You're going to see a different kind of attention to this issue. And you would have brought it on yourself. Let me see what y'all talking about. All right, I think I'm done. It's people in here trolling. I'm not gonna give you motherfuckers the attention that you're looking for. I think I'm gonna get back to my social media hiatus for the rest of the day. I was really enjoying my day. I was listening to the Clark sisters. I was organizing these cords in my office. I have laundry to do. I had a lot of things that I was gonna do with my fucking day other than address this bullshit. But it just made my blood boil. It just made my blood boil so much. And the white supremacy of this mentality, I cannot abide by it. So like I said, I really hope that somebody, and you know what, if this video gets me persona non grata, I don't actually give a fuck. I don't care. Because I don't have anything. I'm not a politico like that. I'm not an insider like that. I don't get paid for it. I'm not trying to be a campaign this or another. I don't have anything riding on this shit but my motherfucking integrity and my voice, and making sure that I fucking say that I'm not tolerating this bullshit. And y'all think we're fucking stupid and that you think we don't see what's happening, but we do. And to the extent that people don't see what's happening, they will. So tighten it up. Tighten up shit. If you still got a problem, get the fuck over it. You owe it to black people to get the fuck over it. Because I don't believe shit you say about Black Lives Matter. I don't believe shit you say about anything. If you still talk about this fucking debate shit, we have George Floyd, we have Breonna Taylor, we have Elijah McClain, we have Ahmaud Arbery, and more people, Rashard Brooks, We got real fucking problems. Today is the anniversary. Sandra Bland. We have real fucking problems in our black community, and y'all talking about some fucking debate. The privilege and white supremacy of it. I don't want to fucking hear about it any fucking more. Get the fuck over it. John Morgan and all the funky ass John Morgans like you. Get the fuck over it. Just like how black people have to get up every motherfucking day and get over all this fucking trauma and all this abuse and all this violence against us. You get the fuck over a fucking debate exchange. Period. Walk a fucking mile in our shoes and we'll show you some motherfucking problems to be mad about. Not no motherfucking debate exchange. Bitch, get the fuck over it. Period.